Jellyman presents... Oh, wow. Opening song by Clay Hyde. Fateful bullet. Celery. Yuri. Natsuki. Tori. Edward. Sam. Harry. Who I need to figure out a voice for. The host. Whatever it takes. What do I want? Fateful bullet. That was a cool way to introduce it, though. That's neat. I recognize those 3D models.
My wish? Do I want it that badly?
Monica,
Yeah?
did you listen to a single thing I said?
Sorry, I was just thinking to myself. What were you talking to me about?
Nothing important, just your thoughts on all of this.
I see. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm still skeptical. I mean, he wouldn't let anyone die, would he?
Maybe, maybe not. If that power is real,
He looks out the window and brings his hand up to his chin.
it's definitely worth the risk. How could you say that, Sam? A person literally died so that someone else's wishes could come true. You're twisted, man.
If that power is real, why didn't it do anything when it was your turn? I notice his lip quivering. He brings his hand up further, seemingly to hide it.
I don't know.
Why is he acting so off?
I'm gonna go explore. You can talk to everyone else if you want.
Alright. Is he scared? I've never seen him act like this before. I'll have to talk to him about this later. For now, I should probably get acquainted with everyone. I return to the dining room, finding Tori and Natsuki in the middle of an argument. Why I'm here doesn't matter to you, so just leave me alone already. It does matter, you're just not listening. What? Why do you give a shit, huh? What gives you the right to tell me what to do? I give a shit because I care, you little runt. Do you really want to die that badly? I have my reasons. This might be my last chance. For what? Just quit it, okay? Natsuki passes by me, her eyes fixated on the floor. Tori watches her leave, then looks up at the ceiling with a sigh. That girl. Are you guys... We're fine. She's just suicidal is all. I guess we all are if we're staying for this long. Say, what are you getting out of this? I'm not sure. Yeah? You're joking, right? I wanted to leave, but something inside of me forced me to stay. Sounds like a lot of shit to me. Huh? The only reason you would stay is if you really wanted to. You're lying to yourself if you say that you don't have a reason. That's not true. I don't want to stay. But why? She cracks her neck and lets out an annoyed sigh. I can't stop any of you. I should be the only one here. What do you mean? I mean that I'm the only one crazy enough to do some shit like this. You're all dumbasses for even joining me. Huh. I'll go look around for some food. Don't get lost. What a strange girl. She seems to care, but she's so... I'm not sure how to describe her. I should look around somewhere. I still have people to talk to. I decided to check out the library when I seen Yuri, Siri, Ari, and Edward browsing the selection of books. Oh, this selection is quite impressive. There's a book for every genre.
There's even novels for teens. I didn't think the Coast Guard would read that sort of stuff.
I've got to pick a voice for you, and I just... I want to make her like... I can't think of one. Maybe it's good. I'll try to think of one before I record next. This session's gonna be a little bit short because, like, I'm just kind of filling a gap while I adjust my timetable a bit. If he has a child, they're most likely grown up by now. Just look how old he is. Older people can have kids. I don't know his personal life. I don't really care what his life is like, as long as I can get him as a client, I'm happy.
What's this? The Portrait of Markov? I haven't heard of this one.
Check the back. Usually they have stuff written on the back.
It doesn't seem like there's a synopsis.
Ugh, none of this is useful to me.
I haven't found anything either, or anything I like either. I don't think we'd have much time to read them anyways. Maybe so. If this is my last day. You shouldn't think like that, Yuri. Monica, I didn't notice you were here. I'm serious, this won't be your last day, you know. We're all going to get what we want, and we'll all go home. The host wouldn't actually let us die. Well, you don't know that.
Why don't we keep our hopes up? That's all we can do, right? As soon as I get my money, I'm out of here. No, as soon as I get my money, I'm out of here. I've got business to attend to.
Listen to Monica. We'll make it through this, no problem.
Say, Sayori, why are you here?
Huh? Well, it might sound naive to you, but I want to make everyone smile. Everyone struggles with so much on their own. All I want is for people to see the world for how amazing it really is.
How childish. You really think removing a human emotion will bring people true happiness?
That's...
If anything, it'll probably just make their lives worse.
What if her wishes takes the form of something less drastic? We shouldn't assume sadness will disappear entirely.
Huh.
To make everyone happy. That's what I've wanted for a long time. I see so many of my fellow students struggling. No matter what I do, I can't please them all. If I had the power to bring happiness to others, maybe that's why I stayed. Say, Edward, was that really your greatest wish? To run your father's company?
That's right.
My father would...
Is this him talking? My father was a respected businessman, and rightfully so. He knew all the ins and outs, all the secrets, everything. He taught me everything he knew, except for his secrets. At that rate, he didn't teach me everything he knew. If he shared those with me, then there's no doubt I would have taken his company from him. I remember a certain conversation we had on our way home from work. And so, how did you enjoy your first day? It was fine. Only fine? Correct. Did you find it fun? I'm not sure if I'd call it fun, but it wasn't the worst experience. I see. The two of us sat in silence for another minute. Once we reached the red light, he sighed and turned to me. Son, there's a conversation I've been meaning to have with you, and now seems like a good time to have it. I won't always be here. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but hear me out. I spent a decade and a half building this company from the ground up, poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it. I know I wasn't in your life as much as I could have been, but trust me when I say that you were my main focus throughout all those years. He reached into his suitcase and retrieved a set of papers. I've made the necessary preparations for you. Once I'm gone, I want you to run the company. Me? That's correct. He handed me the papers, and I shuffled through them. The contents detailed various notes of strategies and information he gathered through the years. This is all I learned. If you study these notes, I have no doubt that you'll become a worthy successor. I knew he was lying, but I said nothing. So, what do you say? What a stupid question. My answer was obvious from the start, far earlier than I was hired. Why wouldn't I run the company? I'm his son. I'm pretty much his only choice. Of course, I'd be a fool to turn you down. Good. He looked out the window with a faint smile. He seemed so satisfied with himself, but he didn't know that I'd been preparing for this moment my entire life. I planned to take his company since I knew the value of money. Why would your dad want to take your dad's... Or why would you want to take your dad's company? Because although he knew his stuff, he didn't have the balls to make the hard decisions. He pleased people well enough, but he was spineless. That's the difference between him and I. If only he fired the people who couldn't pull their weight. If only he made the transactions that could have earned the company millions. Oh, buddy, I'm not sure you're qualified to use the phrase pull their weight. He was successful, but not as much as he could have been. Heck, it's kind of sad that even his own son, who's still in school, is more cutthroat than him.
You sound like you don't love your father.
I don't. The way he bent over backwards for everyone, the way he tried to make everyone happy, it made me sick to my stomach. Once I officially started working there, I promised him that I would take over the company. Of course, I had to wait until he retired. Until now, that is. Kind of a dick, Edward. There's your explanation. Happy?
I suppose I am. Your father sounds like a nice man. I don't see why you hate him so much.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. If you were a part of this business, you'd agree with me.
I'm sure she would. Suddenly we hear a voice echoing through the halls.
Attention, the third round will commence shortly. Please return to the game room.
This place has an intercom? Strange, the mansion didn't look that modern.
Let's just get this over with. I don't want to stay any longer than I need to.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
I'm trying.
I arrive at the game room at about the same time as everyone else.
I see everyone's conversed with each other. This is important for the rest of the game.
How so?
Well, the more you know a person, the more your decisions will be impacted. For example, will you prioritize your wish over another's? Just some food for thought is all. Anyways, let the third round begin.
Another round. Everything will be fine. I glance over at Sam. He's just staring at the table with his eyes wide. I should calm him down. But what else is there to say? There is no bullet. It's all... click. She's safe. Now it's my turn. This feeling, the cold steel in my hands, the shape of the barrel. My wish. What do I want? Why am I here? Am I lying to myself? Am I... click. I know it. This whole game is just to scare us. I pass the gun to Sam. I notice something off about him. I hear something. It sounds like... laughter? I look over to Sam, and that's when I notice it. His eyes. I don't recognize them. Suddenly, he grabs over by the collar and sticks the gun in his face.
What the? This feeling. I haven't felt this alive in years. Sam?
Sam, what are you...
Are you fucking crazy?
Crazy. I'm the only sane one here. I'm the only one here who realizes the truth. To risk your life, to gamble on a coin flip. No, not even that. The outcome is random. It's more like a die roll. You're relying on fate to decide if you live or die. Do you not realize how thrilling that is? I can pull this trigger right now, and this piece of shit's life would be snuffed out in an instant. Or he could feel the ecstasy of realizing he's still breathing.
This can't be real. That's not Sam. It can't be. Sam? He turns to me and places the barrel against my forehead.
What do you wish for, Monica? I can make it happen right now.
This is insane! Sam, just stop!
Say it, Monica. Say it! I want you to feel it too!
This can't be real. It has to be a dream. I close my eyes, ready to be released from this nightmare.
Get the hell away from me!
I open them and see the same scene play out once more.
You're gonna pay for this, you freak! I don't want to kill you. I just want you to feel the same excitement that I'm feeling.
Mr. Host, make him stop.
I'm afraid I can't. This is all part of the game.
Now then, let's see.
Huh? What the fuck? I'm gonna be sick.
Disappointing.
Sam, how could you?
He was just unlucky, that's all.
He's not dead, is he?
This has to be staged. There's no way he would...
I'm afraid this is what happens when you're unlucky.
Unlucky? I looked down at my hands. The same hands that held that gun not a moment earlier. That could have been me.
Now, why don't we take a break? It'll take time for me to move the body.
Nobody says anything. We just stare at Edward's lifeless body.
I should rephrase that. I need you all to leave.
A few more seconds pass, and Tori stands up and silently leaves the room. One by one, we follow her.
So did he die because Sam wished it would happen?
We all make our way down the hall, not saying a word to each other. Then, Tori grabs Sam by his shirt and shoves him against the wall.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb, you little shit! You killed him, just like that, and you barely reacted!
He was just unlucky. That was it.
You bastard! I could throw you out that window right now and I doubt anyone would care.
Monica would care. Right?
He looks towards me with an innocent smile. I can feel my heart stop. This isn't the Sam I know. This man, he's not my friend. I turn away from his gaze, which garners a chuckle from him.
So cold. Listen, I just played the game. I was forced to. I'm not a murderer. If you want to blame someone, blame the host.
Like hell I will.
Tori releases him and storms off.
I'll be in the library if you need me. I'm starting to feel bored again.
Hey, why don't we walk around for a bit? It'll take our minds off of everything.
Yeah, she's right. Monica?
I'm fine. Let's take a look around. We decide to split up and explore the mansion. I'm paired up with Ari and Sayori.
Whoa, this is a nice looking bedroom.
Yeah. It seems every room here is as pretty as the last. Sayori, what are you?
Ah,
She's laying on the bed. Should you really be doing that?
I'm beat.
She stares up at the ceiling. No, it's like she's staring somewhere in the distance.
We're going to die, aren't we? We can't leave we can leave any time, but we won't.
She sits up, turning her gaze towards me.
Right?
She's right. We can leave, but we have our reasons to stay. It sounds crazy, but if I can get that power...
You guys haven't told me why you're here yet. You don't have to, but if this might be the last time we talk to each other.
Makes sense, I suppose. Personally, I want to make everyone happy, the same as you. As of right now, I feel powerless. I can't do a single thing. If I have some sort of way to achieve my goal, then this will be worth it.
I see. What about you, Ari?
I go to a prestigious school. I'd be perfectly fine attending a public school, but my parents wanted the best money could buy. One of the perks of going to this school is specialized tutoring. I have no problem with my studies, but it helped that I could talk to my teachers directly. She looks towards her feet, shuffling in place. There's this one teacher. All of a sudden, tears start to fall from her face. The room is so quiet that I can hear them hitting the floor. He's not a nice man. He treats my classmates like objects. When we're alone, he...
Needs no further elaboration? Oh, no, we're going.
It starts off the same every time. He asks me about my grades, along with other things.
So, you free today?
Me?
Don't mind him. He's asked about every girl in class and you're next on his list.
Hey.
I really did want to hang out with other people my age, but...
I can't tell who's talking. Ari, you mind coming over here for a second? Oh, it's you.
Excuse myself, I made my way to the opposite end of the room. Yes?
I wanted to go over some of the material with you after school. I feel like you've been distracted lately. Oh, this is the pervy teacher. Okay. Is it because of the boys? They're at that age, after all.
That's not...
Yeah, no, they don't really care about you, right? At least not the way I do.
He placed a hand on my shoulder. I felt like throwing up.
I care about all my students, but you're something special.
If he really cared about me, he wouldn't treat me like some toy.
I want to see you prosper. How would your parents feel if you started falling behind?
My parents took pride in the fact that their daughter was a star pupil. They would brag to all my friends' parents. If my grades dropped for whatever reason, they would do whatever they could to set me straight. This would include home tutoring. If that happened, then my whole home wouldn't be safe. He knew that.
So, same time?
Yes.
Marley!
This still continues, and I can't tell anyone about it.
Why not?
His pictures. He didn't say so, but I know he'd spread them somehow if he found out. If I told anyone it was him that took them, they wouldn't believe me. The school would protect him anyways, so it wouldn't matter in the end. I see.
Harry!
She shakes her head, wiping away her tears. It's fine. After all of this is done, he won't be able to hurt any more of my friends. I just have to be lucky. Hey, maybe you don't need to go through this to achieve your goal. Maybe... No, nothing will change if I leave. The school will just keep protecting him. This is my best chance. I guess there's no way to talk her out of this. I don't think any of us are leaving anytime soon. I hear a knocking on the door.
Hey, you guys in there?
Before I can respond, Tori opens the door.
I want to talk to Ari, alone.
Alone?
That's what I said, right?
Well,
Beat it. You got stuff to talk about.
all right. Tori backs away and swiftly leaves the room. I follow her soon after.
Alright, I think that's a good place to call it for this session. Like I said, it needs to be a little short, because I'm just adjusting my timetable. We'll save it right here. We'll pick up next time with more Fateful Bullet. It's interesting so far. I hope you'll join me for next time, and thank you for watching for now. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.